Countries are rethinking policies built for peace times.
Farmers are worried about the rising costs for environmental measures.
It's one of the worst natural disasters.
Response to a severe housing crisis.
To deal with the crisis.
Violence and hate crimes are still rising.
Younger people's voices reflect the evolving needs of society.
When they do have to be more severe.
Across Europe and beyond, youth are contributing to societal progress. They're building bridges between diverse people and groups and strengthening social cohesion.
We need the inclusivity of young people to now be the drivers, not to be spectators.
Including them in the conversation at the beginning of the process truly ensure that they are equal partners in the conversation.
As youth, we are naturally seen as role models by the younger ones. We have the opportunity to establish a culture of intergenerational care, where one generation inspires and assists the other.
We explored how to move beyond the usual conception of agri-food transition as pitting various stakeholders against each other, and instead acknowledge the intrinsic connections that bind the needs of one group, whether they be farmers, food distributors, or consumers, to those of another.
How can we work with agriculture as part of the solution of climatic changes, and how can agriculture be part of restoring rural landscapes, the quality of life in remote areas?
The need for us in the agri-food system to come together and collaborate on the transformation. We need not only environmental and economical solutions, but social bonds between the people that are affected most by it.
The food system is very much ingrained in our current systems. If we want to change the food system, it has to go with a more holistic change of society.
Here at the AU-EU Agriculture Ministerial Meeting, we are engaging with Ministers of Agriculture and Commissioners to explore the need to redefine the relationship between the two continents and work towards a mode of cooperation that is beneficial to all and that strengthens and upholds justice.
Through the Africa-Europe Civil Society Engagement Platform, we continue building and developing an inclusive space for exchange where diverse organizations from both continents come together to learn from each other, to deliberate on shared challenges, to foster common understanding, and to propose solutions with one unified voice.
There's really no particular reason why there should continue to be an assumption that certain areas or certain regions of the world have more knowledge than others.
If we want to have measures that actually tackle racism, we need to go beyond how do we center care and protection in society? How do we center community in society?
It's very important when we talk about strategies and processes that we acknowledge both what is our institutional role and on the other side, what is our societal role in empowering the groups as individual groups, but also together, because then that's how you also ensure breaking silos.
Together with the European Commission and EU member states, we consulted on how to release the capacity of young people to overcome racism and help build a more cohesive society.
In any given neighborhood, diverse residents both contribute to and benefit from their neighborhood and the communities that they're a part of. This cannot be a top-down intellectual approach. We need spaces for policymakers to interact with citizens and stakeholders.
Even when people cannot vote, they can still participate locally. They can join discussions, share their experiences. People don't just participate, they start to feel that they belong.
It's quite important the role of local authorities or local actors. These actors are those who see things happening on a daily basis. They know the context, they know the problems of the neighborhoods and the people.
Die Bahai begegnen dieser systematischen Verfolgung friedlich, mit gesellschaftlichem Engagement und bemerkenswerter Widerstandskraft.
research has found that measures taken against the Baha'i have included interrogations, arbitrary arrest and detention, raids on homes, confiscation of property, and closure of businesses.
Come to the joint motion for a resolution tabled by 5 groups on escalating repression of Baha'is in Iran. The vote is open. The vote is closed, and it's adopted.
Iran's persecution of the Baha'i is not incidental.
In Iran, repression against Baha'i has reached a new level of cruelty.
The Baha'is in Iran are example for people all around the world because they, facing injustice, support each other and their fellow citizens.
Enough with 40 years of prosecuting, killing, executing, and arresting the community of Baha'i.
Have faced systematic injustice.
Baha'is
must stand with Baha'is.